Mr. Satpathy and my team members here on the dais, and of the dais, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, this domestic remittance, earlier remittance we used to think that when it was coming from the foreign country, that was treated as a remittance. Now if you try to know what is the size of the domestic remittance market, is a mind-boggling figure. It has crossed 1 trillion rupees, meaning more than 1 lakh crore. The question is, and majority of this money is coming to the rural area. Around 80% of the money is coming to the rural area. And the places, as we all know, it is coming from the bigger cities, the metros, and coming to the rural areas. And this is also lopsided. It is not equal. Odisha is getting around 7% of this kitty. So the question is, some state like the UP is the highest. They are getting around 24% of these remittances. Now, what Mr. Acharya has told, it is absolutely a fact. The remittance through the technology will be done only when the other end, the ecosystem is ready. Now, coming to that point, and this is one more factor, revealing factor, this rate at which this domestic remittance is growing is around compounded rate of 12%. Huge number. So the question is, now I'm coming to that point. Suppose what is happening, there are a lot of channels have been enabled for remittances sending to the rural areas. Maybe it is coming to the BC, it is coming to the branch, it is coming to the other channels, but the question is, if it is not available, if the person whom the money is being sent, the beneficiary, if they are not in a position to get the money at their home, nearest place, they will not like it. And they will have to go back to the original process. I know there are some persons, even today, you won't believe it, it is a revelation to me also. One gentleman has transacted 360 transactions in a month through ATM. What he was doing, he was pumping money to his account from in a particular location in Mumbai, and the other end, another person is withdrawing money through the ATM and he is distributing it. So this is one of the way of informal channel, you can say. Part of it is technology, but it is not wholly. Now, tackling that issue is, we have generated so many areas, even today, Mr. Hota, the MD of NPCI, his village is the remotest, I can say. He has inaugurated one ATM from our office. So the question is, more and more ATM, more and more facilities, even what Mr. Murthy was telling before, that the Chota ATM. Chota ATM means it is nothing but a POS. Through POS, the cash at POS, you can get the cash, and you, as per your requirement, to swipe in the card. Now, there are other channels also, through BC obviously is there, so that remittances, the other ecosystem is getting built. Now, if we go by the RBI direction in this area, because our topic is like that also, leading to less cash, honestly, the RBI never says it's a cashless. Because no country can be cashless. Cash is going to stay, and moreover, the Indian economy is mostly based on the cash. It's a cash economy. So what is the requirement? RBI tweaked that formula and tweaked that policy and told it should be less cash. That's why it is less cash. Now, question is, our alternate channel, as a matter of fact, we were discussing with Mr. Sengupta a few minutes back, that the alternate channel comes to around 56% of the total transaction. But the major chunk of the transaction goes to the ATM. Then essentially, what is the requirement? That the ecosystem has to be built like this mobile banking. If we can pay, suppose the day is not far away, possibly it will take some more time for this area, you can have the mobile money with you, and you can go to to purchase some 1 kilo of, say, potato, you can pay 20 rupees to that mobile. That ecosystem has to be built up, then it will be really, the less cash will be really relevant. Now, coming back to this, when it comes to the state bank, and as a matter of fact, I was totally involved in this area when I was in Mumbai. We have developed large number of facilities for these cash remittances, be it mobile wallet, be it mobile banking, internet banking, all we know. various types of card, particularly the prepaid card. Green channel, now, this is one of the ways, that a green remit card. If you see the way the transaction happens to the cash deposit machine, it takes hardly not a minute. You just swipe the card, it is linked to another account in the other end, then put your money there, you will get a receipt immediately. So that there are developments have taken place huge way, but as the requirement is much more, because as I always compare this country, it is a country having both the things together, the Volvo bus as well as a bullock cart. So as one person has grown that way, the another part is developing. So we have to make our program also that way. My only request to this entire forum here is that we have to enable these through three factors. One is awareness. We have to tell people how to use it, number one. Then comes the convenience. If the ATM or if the channel where from I will draw my money is, say, 5 kilometers from my place, I will never be tempted to do it. That facility has to be provided. The convenience has to be there. That has to be developed. Bank is doing, but there are informal channels are more prominent now. The third one is the security concern. If I have no concern for the security, if I am comfortable that my money is secured, my money will not be lost, I will go for it, I will do it. That if these three things are addressed, I think that there is no stoppage in this area and the less cash and will be successful one. Thank you very much.